Howdy champs, my name is Mohit, and people have a look at the picture gallery that I've created in Dreamweaver, which uses jQuery and JavaScript. Does not use any Flash or ActionScript 3 functionality at all. Pretty easy to create. Let me just use the refresh button. It's already up and hosted on the server. Okay, and this is the way it looks like in Google Chrome. Alright, so this is the main bigger picture. These are the thumbs. I've used 3 thumbs. Of course you can use many more, and see what happens when I click on these thumbs. Okay, notice that the caption out here changes as well, so that's dynamic. Alright, see right now it says bread and rolls, now it says plums, and now it says strawberries. Alright, so depending on which picture was clicked, the caption changes dynamically. Excuse me. Alright, so also notice that when I hover over any of these 3 thumbs, the border, which is actually black, changes to a deep sky blue border as well, and the picture here in the main area fades in on a click. Alright, so let's see how this was actually done using jQuery and JavaScript. So we just mix the 2 up. Cool. Also, let me tell you, I went to jquery.com and I downloaded, I clicked on this download button, and I needed to get this file, the latest jQuery file. So I said right click and I said save as, and saved it in my local site folder. Okay, now let me show you my local site folder, people. Cool. Now this folder on the desktop called test is my local site folder. Let me show it up. It has an images folder, JS folder, a Splices folder, sound that we don't need. Actually, let me delete that, and this is the resulting HTML file. I'm using 3 pictures out here and their corresponding thumbs. The pictures are of the size 588 441 each. Alright, pixels, and the thumbs are 196 147 width and height respectively each for the 3 thumbs. Cool. Okay, so this is the JS folder, which is actually hosting the jQuery 1.8.3 minified that we have that we had downloaded from jquery.com. Okay, and the Splices folder, of course, will be generated, which will contain the Splices JavaScript file too, and this is the resulting HTML document. So people, what I'm going to do is let me just open up the HTML file quickly. Okay, so I'm gonna replicate the same effect on a new separate file from scratch. So you'll see the fade in, the borders on a rollover. Now a few months ago I had done the same gallery, but then the captions weren't changing, and moreover the thumbs weren't getting this rollover blue borders that they're getting now. Okay, so I've just appended to the effect, and since it doesn't contain any Flash and ActionScript 3, I'm expecting this to be equally popular too. Cool. So I'm going to destroy the gallery and the Splices folder. I'm just going to retain the bare minimum images folder and the 1.8.3 minified jQuery file, the JavaScript library file. And I'm going to start from scratch. Okay, so let's close any earlier files and let's say file new. Okay, let's first things first, let me give it a title and save it up. I'll call it gallery and drop in a table. So that's a table. 2 rows, 3 columns, table with 606 border, cell padding, cell spacing all 0, no header at all. Okay, now these calculations were done keeping in accordance with the size of the thumbs and the main picture. Now you could be using many more thumbs and a different picture size. Obviously that will change. You'll need to exercise your own common sense and your mathematical operations accordingly. Right, as far as the caption is concerned, let me just call it photo gallery. Okay, let's just add something out here without flash. Right, so just to let you know, there's no flash out here, and let's say okay. Cool, so this is it. All right, I'm gonna select the top row just by dragging across the first row, and I'm gonna fuse the row like this, make it into one single cell. As far as the horizontal alignment is concerned, I'm gonna set it to center. Similarly, I'm gonna drag across the second row, horizontal alignment center. Okay, right. Next up, people, I'm gonna drop in the main picture out here on the top row. So there goes. As far as the alternate text is concerned, that's strawberries. I think it is. Right. Okay, let's click out here and drop in the first thumb. This is strawberries as well. Okay, let's drop in the second thumb out here. Okay, that should be I think that's plums. Right, as far as the third thumb is concerned, it goes out here in this row, this column. Just drag and drop, and this is bread and rolls. Right, bread and rolls. Okay, cool. Let's have a look up in the browser. Before that, let me select the entire table by clicking on the edge like so, setting the alignment to a center. Okay, and not only that, just after the body tag, let me insert just to create some space, BR like so. Right, so just creating some space, line breaks, 2 line breaks out there. Just need some space at the top. Let's have a look up in the browser. Okay, so this is the way my gallery looks like. Alright, now cool. Next up, people, I'm going to go to modify page properties, make sure that the background color for the body is black. Okay, and I'm going to define a few more rules. I'm going to give ID to all these pictures. The main picture, I'm going to give it an ID of main. Okay, the thumbs, I'm going to give ID of T1, T2, T3. So that's T1 for the first thumb. Second thumb, I'm going to give it an ID of T2. Third one, I'm going to give it an ID of T3. Alright, next up, people, I'm going to define a compound rule. So compound, so that's going to apply to T1, comma, pound sign, hash T2, comma, pound sign T3. Alright, and I'm gonna say I would want creating an internal or an embedded rule. Go to the border, solid 3px of black border all around the thumbnails. Let's say okay. So although you may not be able to see, but it has a 3px of, all these 3 thumbs have a 3px of solid black border now. Cool. Now let me create one more rule. Let's click on this and drop down the contextual selector to a tag. I'm gonna target the caption of the table, and I'm gonna say that I want the color to be white, but the font size, let's say, to be a 20. Okay, so you can see out here the caption is showing up. Next, people, let me create one more tag rule. Okay, this time I'm gonna focus on the table, or grab the table, and let's apply a 3 pixels of padding all around. Okay, let's have a look up in the browser how things look like right now. Just coming up. Okay, so this is the way things are at the moment. Cool. Right, if I click around nothing happens, but just the structure is ready. Let's go back. Next, let me save it up. Oh, that's already saved. Next up, people, let me click on the very first thumb. Let me go to tag inspector, behaviors, add a behavior to, let's say, swap image. Make sure this option is set off. Restore images and mouse out is checked off. So when somebody clicks on T1, that's thumb 1, I would want the main image to be swapped by itself. So inside the images, I'm going to select the main bigger corresponding image. So basically do nothing. Okay, but if somebody clicks on the T2 or the second thumb, then okay, let me go back to thumb 1, and this on mouse over swap behavior or swap image behavior should be actually on click. Right, let me go to the second thumb and say swap image. Turn this off. Main should be swapped by the corresponding bigger image. Okay, let's say okay, and on mouse over becomes on click. Okay, right, let's do likewise with the third thumb, plus swap image, swap the main with the third bigger corresponding image, and on a mouse click. All right, if everything is fine, it should work. Let's preview it up in Google Chrome. Just coming up now. Okay, yep, it's firing just the way I want it to. Not a problem at all. Let's start attaching borders on a mouse over and a mouse out. So click the first thumb, go out here, say change property, type of element is image, element ID T1. I would want to change the border color to a deep sky blue. Let me copy this up. Let's say okay, and not on a click but on a mouse over. So that's a mouse over. Need to change it again. I don't know why I need to do it twice. It doesn't reflect the change unless and until I do it twice. So on a mouse over, change the border color from black to deep sky blue. Similarly, change the property again. Target the image. Which image? T1. Change what? The border color to back to black, right, this time, but on a mouse out. So this click on click should change to on mouse out. Need to do that again, on mouse out. Alright, so let's preview it up in the browser after saving the changes. Alright, as you can see, when I mouse over, the border is deep sky blue, or else it's black, back to black. Cool. Working just the way I would want it to. Cool, let's go back and let's likewise attach, it to the second and the third thumb as well. Okay, so here goes add behavior, change property, image, target what? Target T2, do what? Change the border color to what? Deep sky blue. Okay, and the trigger should be on a mouse over. Sorry, that's on mouse over. I have to do it twice for some reason. Go again, change the property of the image with the ID T2. Change what? The border color to what? Black. And let's say okay, and the trigger should be on a mouse out this time. on a mouse out. Okay, something I can't figure out why I need to do it twice, you know. Anyways, let's save the changes up and then target the third thumb. So plus I need to say change property, element type image, ID T3, change what, border color to deep sky blue, and on a mouse over. So that's a mouse over. Yeah, on a mouse over, change the property, change the border to deep sky blue. Similarly, change property for the third thumb. That's image. Which image? T3. Change what? Border color to what? Black. On a mouse out. So this will become mouse out. Mouse out. Need to do it twice for a reason I can't. If somebody can actually tell me, it'll be great. On a mouse out, change the border color to a black. Let's test it out in the browser. Okay, just coming up now. Okay, all you can see all the thumbs are firing just the way I would actually want it, and when I click, the pictures actually change. Now the only thing that remains for me to do is, you know, add the fade in. So click on the very first thumb with an ID D1, add one more behavior. So effects, appear fade, appear what, you know, target the element main and make it appear from a 25% to 100%. Don't use the toggle effect. Let's say okay, and on click is fine. Okay, similarly for select the second thumb, say add effect, appear fade, target the main and make it appear from a 25% to 100%, no toggle. Let's say okay, on click is fine. Let's target the third thumb. So when somebody clicks on the third thumb, I would want the effect, appear fade to target what? To target the main, which is the main bigger picture, to appear from a 25% to 100% without a toggle effect. Let's say okay. I should be done. Let's have a preview up in the browser, Google Chrome. Let's save the changes. It'll save a JS file in the STRYSS folder too. It will be generated. That's fine. Let's wait for the browser to pop up. Excuse me. So as you can see, there's a nice rollover. The blue border is thrown on the thumbs, and as I click on the different images, they fade in. Very cool. And now the last thing that remains to be done is just change the title out here when I click on the respective thumbs, which is not happening right now. So that's where jQuery will kick in. So let's go up out here in the code area. Okay, and let's just go under the title tag, add a script tag out here. Okay, type attribute, beg your pardon, that's script, and then type attribute, so text JavaScript, and source should be inside the JS folder. I need the jQuery 1.8.3 minified. So this is the latest jQuery version at the time I'm making this tutorial, right? So let's close the script tag up. Okay, now that I'm done, I need to have one more script tag. Type is just the same, text JavaScript. Okay, close the tag up like so, and just code out a little bit. I'll show you how. Excuse me. I'm gonna say when the document is ready to be manipulated. So this is the way you write document dot ready. Okay, can delete this alphabet E out here. When the document is ready to be manipulated, I would want to target. So I would want to target table, and inside the table let's use the attribute selectors. No, I'll tell you how it will actually be written. Table, then images, and then only images with a width equal to 196. That is the thumbs. Okay, only the thumbs have a width equal to 196. All right, so that's clever use of the attribute selector. And once I can fetch them, I would want to, let me just think. Okay, first things first, width, so that's a width equal to 196. And if somebody clicks on any of these thumbs, then I would want okay, people, what I'd done is I'd actually paused the video for some time so I could think clearly. Okay, and which I have done, I've actually thought clearly and I've coded out here. So when somebody clicks on the images inside the table which have a width of 196, that's only the these thumbs, then I would want where's that code? Yeah, if somebody clicks on these thumbs, then I would want an anonymous function to fire. What that'll do is that'll change the text of the caption to this.alternate text. So alternate text is strawberries, plum, and bread and rolls. So the text for the caption would reflect that change. So I would change the text of the caption actually. So this is the way it actually works. A very short script that's going to change the caption all the time. So let's take a preview up in Google Chrome this time. Everything should be fine. So upfront, people out here, it says photo gallery without flash, but when I click you can see it says strawberries, then it says plums, and then it says bread and rolls. All right, so the change of the text is reflected in the caption like so. So not only a fade in, you can see the nice rollover over the thumbs, and the best part is the changing captions done completely without using Flash and ActionScript 3, using just jQuery and JavaScript. So people, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope to see you coming back for more. You have a good day. Bye bye. Peace.